Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back to watch episode 11 of Andor. This is easily the best show on television right now. Probably the best show of the year, honestly. It's better than House of the Dragon. It's better than Rings of Power. It's better than Obi-Wan. It's better than Better Call Saul. It's the best show of the year. Even if you don't like Star Wars, it's just so good. It is at its core unabashedly anti-fascism, anti-police state, anything you can think of, like anti-empire. It's just, it's wonderful. And the last episode was an absolute banger. Probably the best episode of the season so far, featuring the prison escape and the probable but not 100% confirmed demise of Kino, because while everyone else was escaping, he can't swim, so he wasn't able to escape the prison. Now, that isn't confirmation that he's dead. He will just be the only one left on the prison, other than the guards. And I assume, I don't know what they would do to him. They'd either kill him or torture him or something. But Cassian and Melshi escaped, and they're running away together, and I don't know what they're going to do now, but I am very excited to find out. So before we jump into this episode, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. That means a ton to me, helps my channel out a lot. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Andor, including the season finale next week or season 2 whenever that comes out, or if you just want to see me watch more Star Wars things in general, because I'm going to watch all of it. And then if you're interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Post all those over there. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, let's jump into episode 11 of Andor. Oh, they look like Frodo and Sam. Their bloody feet.
I can't climb back up. You hear me?
I hear you.
Melshi, you make it out, brother. We know. So quit lying.
Tell me they're leaving. They're leaving. They're leaving. Get some air in here. We're gonna have to get rid of
Oh no. Is Marva dying? Wow, what a choice. That was a cool shot.
I don't want to be alone. I want Mama Marva.
Oh.
Jetty's gonna be here till I get back.
I can't go with you.
Why am I gonna cry for this droid? Oh. Mechanical whimper. Oh man. She's actually dead. Oh, and Cassian wasn't here. Unless she's faking her death to do rebel activity. Oh, man.
Hello. What is it?
It's a quad jumper.
Okay.
There's someone else in there. We get out here. I know I feel it.
What if they can lock it down, like, remotely? Yeah. Ooh. Was this a trap?
You're going to give them a permit. Keep it small. Limit the time, limit the numbers. We want to put them in a box, stand back and watch.
Okay.
The dead are bricked. They mix your ashes with mortar and local stone dust, put your name on and fire it up. You become a block of Ferrix brick.
And then what?
Interesting.
They find you a wall.
We meant you no harm. We kill nothing! Nothing!
Prison done it. Spoil our water. All our water. Eh, Freebie?
Prison spoiled the water, and they are from the prison, even if they're just prisoners.
What is he saying?
He's saying alive or dead, the upper knows.
Slow down.
Oh, Nar, don't kill them, brava.
Stop the Empire. Ain't not been
Yeah.
killing ye. Nay, today.
Gang, gang.
No. Where ye be looking to run now, eh?
Oh, these guys are helpful. Ferrix. Miamos. These guys just giving him a ride? Dang, okay.
Where is he? You're off the rails. You're lucky he's not here.
I gave him Aldani. What have you done lately?
Fair enough.
I don't have lately. I have always. I've a constant blur of plates spinning and knives on the floor and needy, panicked faces at the window, of which you are but one of many.
She's like, my position is secure.
Cassian Andor. The mother died.
They have some beef. They got some beef for reals.
Hey, time to go.
Go where?
Back to my place. I work in the morning.
I'm charging.
You've been there all day.
He doesn't want to leave.
I can wait to make sure.
I can't leave you here alone. She wouldn't want that.
You could stay.
Yes, stay. This can be your new house.
One night.
Yay, sleepover.
They died. Poor, agonized.
Bix. My Goyle. Oh. Next, that guy.
Krieger.
Oh. Anto Krieger.
Is this the man you introduced to Cassian Andor?
No. I wonder if they'll take that as a yes.
It's weird. It's stronger here than it is at home.
But you can do what you want.
Weird. Yeah.
I can't believe this.
She found the Elder.
Don't tell me you're taking proposals.
I'm in so much trouble, though.
Yep. Taking proposals from a mob boss.
I thought Tay could help me replace the credits and get me started again, but what he really did was discover just how much more trouble I was in.
How much is missing?
400K.
400,000.
Lots. I wonder how loosely like credits translates to $1. Probably fairly close to 1-to-1, right? Because making it super complicated would not be beneficial for the viewer.
I found a solution.
Auntie Val.
Bien.
Good.
Poor kid's being married off, even though she sucks. Oh, what a performance. Genevieve O'Reilly.
Sir!
What the heck?
Are you, sir?
Yes. Hello, Sergeant.
Andor. I'm calling about Andor. You wanted news if I had it.
Yes, please, go on.
The mother!
You were talking about Andor.
Yeah, she's passed away. He might show up at the funeral.
When?
If he's not in here, sir.
Back at this place, eh? I suppose he still has all his money stashed here. As long as that girl didn't take it all. Oh, yeah, he's still got everything here. 2 guns. Oh, and he's got Nemec's manifesto in voice form.
Tell Krieger I'm in. Tell him I'll bring air power.
Why? Brother, you don't want to be a part of this.
Make it happen.
I think not.
He needs you, and it's a trap.
ISB knows Krieger's plan. They'll be waiting for him.
It's 30 men.
Plus Krieger.
50.
So you know he's doomed.
I thought he said it was 50 men.
You have people everywhere, don't you?
You're avoiding the question.
All of your
He's getting
sources.
paranoid.
Try to concentrate.
Getting paranoid, wondering if he's got men inside his own camp.
Krieger goes down. The ISB will feel invincible. They'll feel untouchable. We'll have a clear field to play.
30 men.
Last time you said 50.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
Let's call it war.
That's from the trailer. Finally got it. Damn, he's taking all the money and he's running.
It's a crowded market.
You need to think of the consequences of losing that piece to another collector.
What other piece? Is the other piece Cassian, or what's the other piece? Dang.
This is Segra Milo, Imperial Patrol. Please identify yourself, Hallcraft.
Yes, this is Alderaan 129-12505.
Stand by, Hallcraft. Run it.
Giant satellite dishes on it.
Power out the tractor beam.
Oh, that's no bueno. Yikes.
Tractor Force 2.
Sorry, Patrol. I'm a one-man show here.
What's he doing?
Tractor Force up 5.
Countermeasures armed.
Like an EMP.
What is that?
Missiles. Oh, damn, this is gonna shred that. That's so cool. Yo, is Luthen actually a badass? That TIE Defender right there? Jeez, Luthen? Luthen is goated. Oh! Oh, you guys just got ruined. We will speak not of what happened here today. Inform Lord Vader that we accidentally went through an asteroid field. She's gone, brother.
Sorry. Your mother's dead.
What if we're the only ones?
Then you make something of it.
We need to split up. Double our chances.
Don't do that.
Take this. People have to know about this.
Melshi, find the rebellion and join them. Oh man, this scene reminds me of the end of Rogue One on the beach when the shockwave is coming for them. Oh, wow, okay. Man, this show is so good. Honestly, this episode was kind of sad. This episode made me sad at various points. So we open with the part of their escape still just trying to hide from the forces that are looking for them after they escaped prison. And, you know, Melshi needs Cassian to tell him that it's going to be all right and give him just a little push of inspiration to keep going, because honestly, it could be very tempting to give up when you're being chased by the Empire and, you know, not that you're like willing to accept going back to prison, but like when you're hanging from a side of a cliff, a tempting offer might be just to let go and die, right? Like, but it's not in their DNA, right? They're gonna keep going no matter what. But then we go to Ferrix, where Marva has died. At least I believe that's what we're supposed to believe. I don't know if she could be faking it for rebellious activity. I'm pretty sure she's actually dead. And just B2 emo is especially emo this episode. He's just so sad and he doesn't want to go. And he's just like, oh man, I don't want to cry. Just thinking about this droid being all alone in this little house as they're like taking her away, and they have to like convince him that it's all right. And it's just, oh, it's so sad. It's just the worst. And then the other guy is coming there to like, you know, look after him here and there. And he's like, will you please stay the night? Like, I don't want to leave because this is my house. It's just like, oh God, this poor droid, man. Just sad day. But since Marva died, they're gonna be having a funeral, and the ISB is allowing it to happen because they feel that Cassian might show up to this funeral, and then they can find him and bring him in. And our would-be fascist in training, Cyril Karn, is also probably going to show up at this funeral because he's been informed by his worker buddy, the miner from Chernobyl, He's been informed by him that this is happening. So he took some money and he's going to go to this funeral. Maybe Cassian shows up at this funeral. I don't know. That might be like the season finale is going to be the funeral of Marva, and could be multiple different factions kind of coalescing into one environment to hopefully be a very explosive finale. Probably lots of action, or at least a lot of tension. Like, it's gonna be like a certified spy thriller at least. Melshi and Cassian get trapped for a little bit by these random like fishermen, and the fishermen are like, you know what, F the Empire, they poisoned our water. Like, we were gonna take you in for the reward, but turns out the reward is the same whether you're dead or alive. And quite frankly, the Empire has killed too many people. They're not killing you today. We're giving you a ride to this other planet. Cassian collects all his money and his guns, and then learns of his mother's death. And I wonder if he'll end up going to the funeral. Melshi's going somewhere else to potentially tell everyone what's going on these prison planets. Maybe that info will get back to, say, like Mon Mothma, and she'll talk about it in the Senate, and that will be another excuse or reason for the Empire to go after her, if that makes sense. I'm very curious what happens there. Vel and frick, what's Luthen's assistant's name? They got some beef, honestly, because I think Vel wants everyone to be a lot more transparent about everything, at least like to each other. She's like, bro, I'm a trusted individual. Like, you can just friggin' talk to me. Like, I deserve to know what's going on. And Luthen and his assistant are very much like, everything's got to be a secret because we're so paranoid that if one thing goes wrong, everyone's going to know. And we don't want the ISB knowing what we're doing. And a key point of that is allowing Anto Krieger to die. That's going to be wild when that happens. But yeah, Vel's got beef with the assistant. And she goes to visit Mon Mothma, and turns out her daughter is in like some little cult. Like, her daughter is like straight up in like Chandrian Bible study of like the ancient traditions. But it's a lot more culty and like rehearsing lines and stuff, and it's weird. But Vel gets the whole 411 on how Mon Mothma owes a frick ton of money, and in order to help pay that off, she's essentially marrying her daughter off to a mobster's son. And just the performance from Genevieve O'Reilly in that scene is brilliant. You can just see her tears just welling up, and she has a very underrated performance, I think, in this show. You know, rightfully people have been giving flowers to Andy Serkis and Diego Luna and Stellan Skarsgård and people like that for just killer performances. But Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma has been crushing it all season long. Like, she doesn't get as much screen time as she probably should, but she is using every morsel of her acting ability in this show, and it's incredible. We get more Saw Gerrera this time because he wants to join the Spellhouse raid, but Luthen's like, bro, you're too valuable. Like, one, you're too valuable for what you bring to the table, but also, like, if you get captured, you can give me up, and I can't allow that, so you're not going on this raid. We're going to allow these 30 men to die. When he was talking to the ISB man, Mustache McGee, last time, I'm pretty sure he said it was 50 men. So I'm curious if he's just like telling different people different things, or if that's like a continuity error, or I'm just remembering it wrong. But yeah, they're letting Krieger die because, you know, the long game, essentially. But then probably like but then also, yeah, he's talking to his assistant and bringing up a possible second package or whatever, so like a second person that he's like keeping an eye on. Were they talking about Cassian there, or like, I don't know what exactly they were talking about, because they're talking in code, so it's like a little difficult to know exactly what they mean when they're talking about different things. But he gets pulled over essentially by by Imperial cops. Big patrol ship with 3 giant radar dishes on it, for communication, for tractor beams, the whole shebang. Like mini Star Destroyer essentially. And they're like, hey man, like we're gonna pull you over and we're gonna raid your ship because we need the practice, and we're the Empire and we're buttholes. So we're just gonna do that. And he institutes some countermeasures which are kind of bonkers. Like it's such a pro gamer move from Luthen, honestly. So he turns and he essentially pretends to try and get away, right? So he cranks his thrusters to high speed, so that they in turn have to crank their tractor beam up to high level, at which point he releases a whole bunch of debris, like essentially bullets, from his ship. And the reason he cranked his thrusters super high and they cranked their thing super high is because if it was tractor beam on level 2, they might have been able to like turn it off and like maneuver out of the way so that that debris wouldn't hit them. But once they turned it up to level 5, those things are coming blazing fast, and he just shreds their tractor beam. He's like an expert pilot. He's taking out TIE fighters, TIE defenders, like he's taking them all out. And then we see the shot from the trailer with the 2 lasers on the side of his ship, and he just spins and wrecks them, and then immediately goes to hyperspace. And it's like, dude, Mr. mid-level manager Empire guy, like you just got thoroughly embarrassed by one man. Like he just took out 6 TIE fighter pilots and your tractor beam capabilities. Like you just got ruined. Like how are you going to explain this to anybody? So Luthen establishes himself as a certified badass. Like he is honestly dope as hell. And oh man, I can't wait to see more. Next week can't come soon enough, honestly. The season finale is looking like it's gonna be a very exciting one. Minimum super tense. Like the events of next episode set up like the next 4 years essentially of Cassian's life, because season 1 they said takes place over the course of 1 year. So essentially year 5 to year 4 before Battle of Yavin, right? Or before Rogue One, one of the two. And then season 2 is years 4 through 0 essentially. And I'm like, what happens next episode sets up his entire trajectory going forward. So I assume by the end of next episode, he will be firmly a rebel, or at least Luthen will have him working for him again. Right, that would make sense. If maybe Luthen's going to the funeral as well, and Cassian goes to the funeral, Cyril's going to the funeral, ISB is going to be at the funeral, everybody and their mother is going to be at this funeral, and Marva's going to pop out of her casket, guns akimbo, just smoking stormtroopers, and it's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Yeah, this show is still the best show on television, and I cannot wait to see more. Definitely let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments below, though. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. What do you think is going to happen in the finale? Definitely leave a comment below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Andor or any other Star Wars related thing. I will be watching all of it. And then if you are interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, or you just want to support me in general, consider checking out my Patreon. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.